Come here, come here, come here. All right. Hey, everybody. It is Saturday night. It is not Suicide Prevention Saturday yet. This is the pre-chat. So, if and when folks realize this is happening, when they join, y'all get invited to actually chat via StreamYard on here. So, I was looking for something and I don't have it. I was going to use my phone, which apparently I'm not going to use my phone because I don't have it. All right. So, at 9 o'clock, ready? Hi, DJ. If you want to come play, here is the link. And yes, we're opening it up to anyone because once I throw this out there, anyone can join us. So here's the deal. I don't know why when I do pre-recorded ones and I schedule them for 9 o'clock that it doesn't show up that you can get notified. So I figured I would do this little half-hour chat. Mr. White, if you would like to, grab the chat thingy, the StreamYard thing, click on that and come visit. And we can chat versus you typing things and me reading them. Yeah. It's been a long day. At 9 o'clock, there will be an actual Suicide Prevention Saturday. And it is with my friend Andrea. It's really Andrea, but I don't know. She just seems so classy. I have to call it Andrea. But you'll see us joking around in the interview that I have for you guys tonight. And what else am I trying to say? Yeah, Tactical Foot. Nice to see you, sir. It's so funny. I assume people are like the gender of their screen names. And I know there was one that I totally screwed up on. Like, I'm a dude, and I thought it was a girl because it sounded like Sarah. I don't know if Sari Fan's going to be out here watching the replay or not. So, Miss Fiona, yes, I was at the CCDL dinner. I made it through the appetizers and the salad and the lovely prime rib. But since I started my day at 6 a.m., I realized that I am just not capable of doing full double headers. And so by like 7 o'clock, I'm like, guys, I'm done. I didn't even stay for dessert. Oh, what is this world coming to? And my husband bought raffle tickets, and sorry, I'm looking at the giraffe comment. Words. I have words. So yes, I went to CCDL dinner. Got as far as the main course, and after the main course, I realized I'm like, I'm just beat. I am beat. So I went. I said hi, all of those things, and so yeah. So I figured because there's no announcement for the 9 o'clock one, I'd pop in here and tell y'all really and truly there's going to be something at 9. And for the first time ever, I'm dropping out the link. I don't know how to post it, so it just stays there. So Viejo, Fiona, if you want, Tactical FUD, Mike White, feel free to jump on StreamYard and I'll throw you in here. And I'm hoping that this is not set up that I have a green room and you all already did that and I don't know how to click that. So there's also that. So yeah. If you do click on the StreamYard link and then you can't get in here, let me know. And maybe DJ can figure out what I'm doing wrong. I also have, come here. Hey, come here. This guy is like zooming around the house like he's on crack or something. And right now, as I'm holding him, I would say that his little heartbeat is going 1,000 miles an hour. So I'm going to just hold on to him for a second because he's driving me crazy, zooming all over the place. It's my favorite pink hand waving. Hello, Krabby Turtle. So, Women's Expo all day. That was interesting. In marketing, the thing that I've learned is that it's good to attract those who you like and want to serve and repel those who you do not. And Poodle Crackhead, yes, I'm kind of thinking that. He's just been home alone a little bit more than normal today. But so at the Women's Expo today, there was a lady that came over and she was sort of blah, blah, blahing. And I'm just like, okay. And she said something like, oh, well, I'm not sure if I want that attitude on my range. And she was all distraught and she went away. And I'm like, good for you. And I'm like, I wasn't upset that I may have offended her, because for real, I want to attract the people like Fiona who become my unicorns. Oh wait, where's my unicorn? So at the dinner tonight they had rubber duckies on your place setting, and I have a unicorn rubber ducky. And no, Fiona, you can't have it, but I like my rubber ducky. All right, yeah, poodle crackhead. That's what he feels like right now. But he's calming down now that I'm pinning him down in my lap, so that is helping. Lots of interesting conversations with people. No, no. What's no? Yo, DJ. I'm not sure. Yeah, this is the problem with whatever I said 5 or 10 seconds ago is what you're replying to in the chat. So I'm like, I'm not sure. So, what am I trying to do? Trying to recap the day. All right, so different conversations. So definitely if people come over and let me know of all of their current qualifications as far as whether or not they're really good at shooting or not. Have folks over, oh yeah, I need to get I need to get my wife to you, or I need to get my daughter to you, and that sort of stuff. And oh my goodness, started the day with the gentleman kitty corner to me basically coming over and like saying, well, my sister's bipolar and this and that, and do you think she should have a gun? And I'm like, well, my whole thing is I'm trying to get folks to talk about violence prevention, suicide prevention, and focus on the real problem. Because the real problem is not the people who have guns on a regular basis. It's the violence of everything else. I've had lots and lots of those conversations. Hello, Misty Mrs. Wayne. I heard you getting shouted out on Hillbilly's channel, mentioning all the VIPs. So glad to know that I'm in good company. And who else? I don't know. Tactical Fud, are you on that list too? DJ, I'm pretty sure you're on that list as well. I know Barbecue was. I was listening to it on my way back from Bridgeport. Are you all in the rain belt? Right now, we have got so much rain going on. It was downpouring. To go from Bridgeport, Connecticut to Harwich, Connecticut is about a 45-minute ride normally. This was an hour ride today in the crazy rain. And I think, let's see, so I saw one accident just as I barely got on the highway. And then a little bit further up, I saw 2 accidents on opposite sides of the highway. And then a little bit further up, there was yet another one. So we're already up to 4. And I had only gone like 13 exits. And here in Connecticut, we're a little tiny state. And 13 exits is not a lot of distance. Oh, Tactical Fud's also on the hillbilly list. Cool. And yes, us women do got to stick together. And just so we're clear, gun girls are fun girls. I mean, I know you work the camera, but I'm assuming you shoot as much as well. So, but yeah, so I listened to the hillbilly list on the way up here. I think I listened to the whole thing. It's been a blur of a day. Peopling all day is hard. So, anywho, that is kind of that. Hey, Surya. Well, I was just talking about you a second ago. Because I'm like, I don't know if Surya Fan will watch the replay and see when I'm talking about him. I was saying how I misgendered people, but the good news is we have someone in here like, who was it that just said that they identify as a giraffe. So, and it's the Vanessa kitty. And for once, like I said, wait, it's over there. Y'all can jump in StreamYard if you want to go chitty chatty with me. I would love to have you all. Any of you, anyone, really, anyone at all. Because we've got 20 minutes-ish. Hey, it's Chris from 740. I know Chris from 740 is on the Hillbilly channel. VIP shout out. Vanessa Kitty, I think you might be there too. I am not really sure. My memory is not that good. And I was only listening. I was not watching it. So, all right. So, more of the same tomorrow. The good news is no rain, so it'll be nicer weather. Good news is tomorrow's the last day. So Friday we went and set up. Today we gave a ton of Walk the Talk America bands. And I did talk to people. Most people are like, oh yeah, it is insane. For the like the laws and stuff here in Connecticut. And people are like, because I told people, I'm like, yeah, I don't tell my students that I'm a law-abiding citizen. I tell them that I am a non-violent, responsible, kind person who happens to own firearms, and due to the fact of the 327 gun laws that are on the books here in Connecticut, I just don't know them all. So that's why I don't call myself a law-abiding citizen, because I don't know them. But as far as I know, I mean, I do know that I do my best to not cause any harm with them. But yeah, people were shocked at that. I'm like, no, for real. It's near impossible to be a law-abiding citizen when they keep changing the laws every stinking years. So every stinking years, yeah. So yeah, actually, it was pretty steady. I was there by myself, so tomorrow I'll have my mom with me. But today I thought it would be dead, dead, dead because of the crappy weather. But it had, the morning is always crazy busy there because they've got the giveaways. So you've got the people that are waiting out in the rain for the handout bags and that kind of stuff. And so the morning is super busy, like 10 to 11. There's a little bit of a lull around noon. And then there were a couple other little lulls in the afternoon between noon to 3 is the end, but it's just like by 2:15, there's really hardly anybody there. And a lot of the booths actually close up and go. So, but yeah, it was busy enough. And I've done a different thing where it's like, if you're at the Women's Expo, I'm giving folks a 25% off discount. Because in the past, those raffles that I did, where I tried to give away the free classes, I gave away $300 worth of training and not a single person claimed it. So for this time, I'm giving them a 25% off coupon instead so that everybody can walk away with something. And like I said, I was doing a ton of the Walk the Talk America stuff. I probably gave out, I want to say 10 or 15, maybe 20 of the wristbands. And because it's an event, we've got the fire chief, the police, and EMTs are just there on site. So I'm making sure like those guys get that, the Walk the Talk America stuff, because the free screening PTSD for all of our service people, whether it are all our first responders, which are service people, because they take care of us all when things don't go well. And often they get overlooked and they don't get taken care of. So, I handed out cupcakes this morning too. So that was fun. It's like the ladies next to me. Yeah. So on one side, I had freeze dried candy, and I came home with freeze dried candy. So, and I think the Charleston Chew freeze dried candy is my favorite. And then on the other side, it was scrubs for nurses and that sort of thing. And it was just funny because I had a dozen cupcakes. The what the heck are they called? Sorry. I'm like, hold on. Let me not read that right away. I had a dozen of the cupcakes, the little guys, right? It was carrot cake with the cream cheese frosting. And I had one that was basically my breakfast. Not really. I had like eggs for breakfast, but I brought them with me and I'm like, all right, I've got 12 of them here. And if I don't give them away, I will eat them all. So I'm going to do my best not to eat them all. And so what I did was everyone walked by like, you want a cupcake? You want a cupcake? You want a cupcake? It's free. It's free. And the lady next door who was at the Scrubs, the booth, she's just laughing. She's just like, I'd give her the update. I'm like, oh, there's only 6 left. We only have to get rid of 6 more before I don't eat all 12. And I will say, there was a lull in the crowd. And so I did maybe have a second cupcake. So, um, but yeah. All right. Now I will read this because I'm like, this popped up just as it says, I want to become a farmers advocate myself. When I was in high school, I was labeled the school shooter. Yikes. And understood bullied by interest in guns. Yeah, that sucks. I will definitely say, actually, that was actually one of the conversations I had today, which was bullies actually need the help. In that, I was bullied as a kid in grade school, and my mom was like, "Well, they see something in you that they don't have," and so I kind of had that looking. way to look at it. And but at the other time, it's just that the example I used today when I'm at the thing was simply that when there's two ways to have the tallest building in the room or in the town. You can build yours up so it's the tallest one there, or you can take what you have and knock everybody else's down. And bullies are over there knocking everybody else's down because they don't have any tools to figure out how to build themselves up. So they have to tear everybody else down. And, all of the programs out there are anti-bullying, right? It's like, oh, just don't bully, don't bully. But it's then when someone gets in trouble for bullying, they're in trouble, but nobody's really helping them figure out how they cannot be a bully. And to be fair, of course, there are some miserable people in the world, no matter what you do to try to help them. Of course. But it's just one of those things. It's like the bullies need help too. It's like anyone who acts out, like for bullying, it's like they're trying to get attention. They're trying to make themselves feel better because they feel like garbage. And so often it's like, oh, the poor kid that they bullied also feels like garbage. But it's like it's both sides. Everybody's feeling like garbage is why the stuff is happening and it ends up being bad. I mean, when preteen suicides have been going up since 2013, and we're not talking about mental health in our society, the heck with the age group, just in our society in general, we are losing. And last Tuesday, I was at the Suicide Prevention Lobby Day put on by American for Suicide Prevention organization, and it was poorly attended. And the fact sheet that they handed out, oh, is it here? It is not right here. All right, the fact sheet that they handed out was stats on suicides. Well, hello, Mr. Gizzard Gary. Feel free to come on and say hi. Nobody else is brave enough, but Gary might be. I don't know. But it's like the fact sheet was suicides, age groups, and then gun this, gun that, gun that, gun this. It's like, okay, we're missing the conversation point if we're only talking about guns. Let's have the conversation on what programs are currently helping people not feel suicidal, right? And we had that conversation today too, where it's just like, all right, for real, if I am suicidal, which I am not, but let's say I am. Gizzard Gary did pop on. See, I knew someone would be. Hey.
Hey, well, it sounded like a dare, so I'm like, okay, I'm game. What
Muted.
the heck?
Hi, you muted. Say something again.
Oh, I said, can you hear me?
Did I do something wrong?
Uh, hmm.
What if I
I can
mute?
see
Unmute?
myself talking on my.
If I mute, see, that shows that you're muted on this side. If I unmute, it
Really?
says you're unmuted on this side.
Hello, hello, hello.
I don't know. And why would I see your little thingy moving if I don't hear? All right, wait a second.
I
Can
don't
you
know.
all on YouTube hear him? And just, oh, you know what? Wait, say something again.
Hello.
Oh, yeah, it's me. I had mine muted. I'm like, I see the thing going, so I know there's, yeah, okay, no.
Anyway, yeah, it sounded like a dare, and I'm like, okay, I'm game. I'll jump in.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, no, it was just funny. I'm like, because yeah. Anyway, well, I'm glad I figured that out. I don't feel as blonde anymore. Yeah, it is
Oh,
kind of a dare, but I also believed in you that you would be brave enough to pop on because I've never done this before. Like, just come on in. So,
oh yeah, I'm here.
first time, what'd you do? Did you shave something? Your face?
Well, yeah, a week or two ago.
Well, okay. I don't keep up
Yeah,
on everything.
everybody says you look like you're 45 now. It's like, well, thanks, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, depends how you liked it when you were 45.
I don't know. I've had people say, grow the beard back. You look awful. So, yeah.
Oh, I do think you look kind of childlike, though. I see. I wouldn't even go to 45. I'm like, yeah, you're like 25.
Maybe I'm going through my second childhood. I don't
There
know.
you go. More toys. That's the way to go.
There you go.
Oh, that's funny. I'm sorry. I'm laughing at the fact that I just had you muted. I'm like, okay, yeah. See, this is why I need people to practice with.
That's right.
So, but anyway, what was your day like today? Do you have rain wherever you are? I forget where everybody is.
Uh, Came home with a little bit of sprinkling. I went to see my daughter today, as I normally do every Saturday. She lives about an hour and a half away. My daughter and my son-in-law. So
Right. I'm laughing because I'm like, wait, is it not Friday today?
today's Saturday.
I
Uh,
know that now, but yeah, okay.
so yeah, spent the day with them. Just got home about 30 minutes ago or so, and
Gotcha.
that's about the events of the day. Had Mexican food like we normally do, and spent money at Walmart, and that's usually how we spend Saturdays. So
Gotcha.
yeah,
My 9 p.m. is like today is I'm like I'm really hitting the hay. But like I said, I got a good show for y'all, but it doesn't do the announcement when it's a pre-recorded one. So I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna pop on, get everybody in the room, and then say, all right, at 9 o'clock, go look at the other thing.
there you go.
But yeah, no, you do look more youthful. I'm not gonna lie, but
I
y-
might have looked really old last time you saw me.
well, no, you do, but you have such a baby face now that we can see all of it.
Yeah, you can see all my chins now.
Oh, yeah, wait, if I do it, we can count and decide who's got more. I've been told no, don't do that. But well, yeah, it's so funny. I'm like everyone's now I'm finally getting the Gary is 5x5 and I'm the one who screwed up on that one. I'm like, okay, not good to know.
It's you're not the first person to have difficulty with StreamYard audio. Trust me.
Well, I know the joke on Hillbilly Channel is he's usually the one muting while he's talking. So I'm like,
Hmm.
what did I do? And the fact that I could see that you were talking, I'm like, I should be able to hear you.
I've done it on my own show. Don't feel
So,
bad.
yeah, I do not. Like I said, this is my first time like throwing it out there for everybody to jump on. And so now I just know you're the only brave one out there.
Or the only one gullible enough to jump in, one or the other.
Maybe. It's all right. We only got 6 minutes left. So, it's not going to be for long.
Okay.
It's short term. It's short term. Um, because yeah, the next at 9 o'clock it should just pop up. This is the thing I like love and hate about the automation thing is because I was supposed to be at the CCL dinner, which I did go to, but then um I just realized how tired I was. I'm just like, I am dead tired. I'm like, my husband and my son were with me and like, are you want to go? Because normally I am the party girl. I will stay there till the last person is done, all of that. But today's like, no. Like, I
Yeah.
need to rest before I have to hold another day at the Women's Expo. So,
Well, I snuck a nap at my daughter's house, so
mm. I actually did take a nap for about 15 minutes in the Dunkin' Donuts parking lot on the way home.
oh no.
Oh, yes. Oh my god, that's how tired I've been today. So I'm just like, yeah, I need to go to bed soon.
Yeah, I'd say you need some rest. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like driving home. I'm like, yeah, I can't do double headers the way I once could, or start at 5 a.m. and go till midnight. It's like no,
Yeah.
the starting at 6 a.m. again tomorrow, just because that's when the dogs are gonna go out, regardless of whether I could sleep until 7. So
Mm-hmm. Wow.
there's that.
That's why I have cat.
Uh, so it wakes you up at 2 o'clock in the morning.
He knows better.
Uh, Gotcha. Do you have chickens too, or just have a sign that says "slow chickens"?
I just have a son. Although it's funny you mentioned that. A few weeks ago, I got I got up one morning to go to my daughter's, and I thought I saw something strange across the street. And I live in a city, not a big city, mind you, but it's a city.
Yeah.
And so I got out and walked over towards the yard, and there were chickens in somebody's front yard right here in town. I don't know where they came from. I'm only 2 or 3 blocks from the city limits, so possibly they walked in from some farm. But
Yeah.
yeah, there were chickens right in somebody's front yard here, so I could conceivably have chickens. But
There you go. Hello, DJ.
Are you able to hear me then?
Yes.
All right.
Now that I turned up my volume, I can hear you.
Yeah, I came in and I'm going to have to jump back. Well, no, I cannot because in 3 minutes at least there is another program beginning. So actually, what I was swinging by to say was, yeah, I'm up to the challenge. I just thought I'd give, I don't know. Yeah, I was eating some macaroni and cheese. That's why I
It's
picked
all
up
good.
earlier. But
Well,
anyway,
it was like originally I was gonna call you before I hopped on to let you know what I was doing, but I don't have my phone on me, so I'm just like, well, I know DJ, he'll find me. So there is that. But
And and that I have. So I just wanted everybody to know that tonight we were joined by Mike White. Fiona was also here. Buck, the Tactical Fud, joined the room. Bob Mosovo. I hope I got that right. I'm not sure I've seen you before, Bob. Thanks for being in here. Viejo is out there. Hey, fella. We got, let's see, the Krabby Turtle did show up with his pink waving hand or pink hand waving, whichever it is. Got Misty
pink
Mrs.
hand
Wayne out
waving.
there.
It was very confusing for me for a long time. I memorized pink hand waving. I'm like, what's that?
And now that the mystery is revealed, Krabby Turtle has continued that. So thanks for that, Krabby. We got Misty Mrs. Wayne out there. She's got all kinds of stuff going on. She'll be around later on tonight in some other chats, which we'll mention before we get out of here. Saria Fan 93 has a comment out there about advocacy, and I included a message of my own out there in the chat. You know, folks, there's somebody who is more than willing to begin to contribute effort to the things that you and that I know we already care about, in addition to suicide and violence prevention. So thanks for being out there tonight. Let's see, Chris from the 740 checking in from Ohio. Got a guess. Got Vanessa Kitty out there, whom I had not previously said hello to out there in the chat. Gizzard Gary's already on the panel. I'm coming down towards the end of a long scroll, and I think I got everybody. If I did not, I apologize. And with 2 minutes left to go before I got to go, I'm going to go anyway. So everybody be safe, have fun, take care of your crew. See you on the next show. Rock. I'm out.
Thank you. But so yeah, in and out, just like that. Magic. But and I'm gonna have to get used to you without, your naked face.
Well, don't get too used to it because I change my facial hair about as often as I change everything else. So I'll get bored with it after a while. I'll start growing a beard back again. I've
Yep.
been doing this for the last 30, 40 years. I just can't be consistent. So,
Gotcha. Do you do the no shave November thing?
oh yeah, usually. But
Yeah.
usually in the fall I start growing a beard and it's there until usually around March when it starts getting warmer during the day and stuff. It's about the time I think, springtime's coming. I'm gonna shave the beard off. And
Gotcha.
then after I find out, yeah, I'm still ugly, then I start growing it back. So
I don't know. I'm agreeing with the youthful look. You got the baby face for real. I don't know. I wouldn't call it ugly. So, but
thank
all
you.
right. Ooh, in theory, it's 9 o'clock, at least on my thing. So the other thing should be starting up. So I'm gonna let you guys all go over there. I'm gonna go over there too, but I'm really gonna go to bed soon. But yeah, it's a fun whatever that's called interview. I hope you guys like it. With that, I'm gonna say goodbye. Thanks for popping on, Gary. Thanks, DJ,
Thank
for
you.
popping on. I'll see you guys all next Saturday. And if I can find the buttons, I'll finally turn it off.